coming from a talk I gave several months ago at Cal ABA. The idea here is that I want to talk a little bit about how we can inform the tailoring and the monitoring of early intensive behavioral intervention with research findings. Before I get started, I just always like to list my disclosures. None of these are directly relevant to this talk, although I am working on building new tools and products and services around monitoring of ABA treatment, but I will not be discussing any of those today specifically. I'm going to be talking more generally about how research can inform the process. I'm not a BCBA, but my wife is, so I'll be talking from the perspective of a psychologist who has been involved in early intensive behavioral intervention programs for autism spectrum disorder and children with other neurodevelopmental disabilities, but not from the perspective of being a BCBA. So just a quick outline of our talk. I'm going to start off by talking through two of the major challenges that we experience when we try to set up an early intensive behavioral intervention or EIBI program for children with autism spectrum disorder. And those two things are really how we tailor the initial intervention approach and then how we monitor ongoing progress. And then, obviously continually tailor that intervention. I'm also then going to jump into a little bit about the heterogeneity of autism spectrum disorder using language trajectories as one example, because that heterogeneity is very important to consider as we try to improve tailoring and monitoring of EIBI. And then I'll dive in more specifically into two different approaches to intervention tailoring, identifying subgroups and predicting individual trajectories and outcomes. And then I'll finish up by talking about measuring what matters most for intervention monitoring, including both subjective and objective measures, and how we modify the intervention plan based upon progress.